Welcome back, everyone. My name's Stefan. This is Snake Chaser Games. Back with more Castlevania Lament of Innocence. I know I kind of took a couple days off there. Well, it was my birthday kind of weekend, and so I spent time with my wife and daughter, mainly on those nights. And now my wife's out of town, so I figured why not get back to it. Let's take a look here. Hell, it's that room. The square room, so I have to go around. Jeez.
Hey, bro.
Oh, hey, dude. What's up?
Not much. Been doing chemistry for the last 3 hours.
Fun. Have you taken your test yet?
No, he pushed it back until Tuesday, and then we have to do it on Wednesday, which is nice, but it also sucks because in the meantime I've got to take I have a test Wednesday morning at 7:45.
Oh, really?
And so I want to study for that, but then I have the chem test I need to study for. Whereas before they were like a week apart, and so I was like, okay, I could do this. Plus I've just been, I don't know, all my free time goes to work. Well, work's not free time. I've just been going to research the last like 2 weeks, and so I've been falling behind.
What are you researching? Crayfish? Crawdads?
Yeah, still doing that. We're trying to get it all done for before it snows, which probably gonna snow next week, but if we can go through and get everything done before the first snow, then we will have the most accurate results. But if we do things after the snow, then it just kind of, there's not going to be anything, regardless of whether or not they're there, they're just not going to come out.
Yeah. Oh, it's Joaquin Phoenix.
Is someone there? Are you a prisoner here?
Oh. How's your birthday, man?
It's good.
Nice.
Yeah, Emily went camping, or I guess went to the beach, Maryland, with her sister. And I've been here this weekend without, well, since this morning without.
My name is Leon.
Oh.
So,
And you are?
How's she doing?
she's been good. She's having fun. She went to bed probably a couple hours ago.
My
3 hours
name
ago.
is Armstair.
Joaquin Armstair.
This feeling.
Joaquin.
Are you a vampire?
A solution that is 0.0838 m acetic acid and water freezes at that temperature. From the information calculated, the percent ionization of the acid in the solution is dilute enough that ion pair
What's that?
use this equation.
It'll be a nice prelude.
I already hit the Van Hoff factor.
I'll beat you.
Oh, so we just subtract. That's a lot easier than I thought. It's subtract 1 from the Van Hoff factor. Wait, forgot. Okay, so we have 1.8 minus 1, which is 0.8. So tells us that it is 80% ionized, which makes sense. NaCl is a strong electrolyte, so yeah, of course it's completely ionized. Okay. Based on that Hoff factor calculator, what is the osmotic pressure? Osmotic pressure.
So I watched an interview with the vampire tonight.
Which one was that?
It's the one that came out in the 90s. It has Brad Pitt and Tom Cruise as the main characters.
Okay.
It's actually a pretty legit vampire film. I watched it like when I was a teenager with Noah, when we were
Right.
at his house one time, and I don't remember much from it. But then I watched it again. I was like, oh, this is actually pretty legit. Like, and it's actually like got a lot of dark humor. That's actually pretty funny. So.
That's fun. I've never watched that one. Alright, osmotic pressure. Osmotic pressure. Okay, calculate the osmotic pressure generated by 0.01 molar solution of glucose and water at 25 degrees Celsius. Express the pressure in atmospheres and in torr. Torr is just 700. It's just your atmospheres plus 760, right? No. Yeah. 1 atmosphere, 760 torr. That's what I meant. Okay. In a lot of ways, this game reminds me of the Onimusha game.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Kind of like the combat style. There's not like as much puzzle solving, but
No, there's not. To me, it kind of reminded me, in some ways, of Devil May Cry.
Right.
In fact, I wish they kind of went with a more hack and slash approach for this game, but they wanted to keep it closer to like what they've been doing for, you know,
millennia.
not that long.
Sure. That's right. High
Damn it.
concentration of moles. So we have pi equals CNRT. My rate is 0.082 as it stands. What temperature is this solution at? Oh, the boiling point is that. So we have 100.84. we do our molarity times our... What is that number? Our rate. That's neither of the rates I have. There you go. You can see so pi is, we still know pi is, but we know that our concentration, our molarity rather, is equals to 17.916 molar. I don't know the rate. Calculate those modifiers generated by that. 25 degrees Celsius.
So, Christian Bale's in a movie where he's playing Dick Cheney.
Yeah, I saw that.
He's like, he put on some weight for that movie. Like, it's all legit too. Like, at first I thought, oh, it's just really good prosthetics. Like, no, he got fat to play Dick Cheney. I was like, whoa, Christian Bale, man. He really
And now we just gotta wait till he has another role where he plays like a drug addict or someone else who's like gaunt, and then he's gonna like drop it all.
You know, he's... So despite all the bad reviews for Venom, it's actually doing pretty good this opening weekend.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
I like to see it.
Yeah.
I lost to a human.
You promised. Answer
F
me.
yourself,
What
bro.
is the ebony stone?
A stone made with
I'm assuming you're talking to the game.
Yes, I just killed him.
never-ending darkness
Okay.
in this forest.
Hence eternal night. But the night should help you as well, since you're a
Oy.
vampire.
Since you're a vampire.
Its master. My powers pale.
Where does this
If only I had the crimson stone.
that must just be a constant that I wasn't given. Oh, it is a constant I'm given. Okay. It's just not given to me in the same units. 0.0. I mean, whatever, you know what I mean. 8, 2, 1.
Crimson stone.
Atmospheres.
Invented alchemy.
Okay,
Perhaps Ronaldo might know
1.
something.
Times moles. -1.
I didn't notice
Oh.
that, but in that cutscene you see an invisible person. That invisible person is Matthias in the background watching Leon.
Huh. Never even...
Haven't been what glitch? I haven't been using any glitches as far as I know. Harry 2000.
I have a question, Ronaldo.
Don't you always? Ask away.
Don't you
The
always,
ebony
you
and
whiny
crimson
bastard.
stones.
Oh,
What about them?
the stones, you say?
You knew about them. Why didn't you tell me?
You got to go dig those
How would that have
holes.
changed anything? And I'd still wonder.
True.
Digging up them holes, digging up them holes, ow. Digging up them holes, dig it. Digging up them holes, ow.
Have you ever heard of the
With
philosophy.
2 suits, 2 shoes, 2
No,
tokens in
I-
hand. Got no respect, cause I'm the
Making
new
the
man.
Philosopher's
Got my
Stone
shovel,
is the
my boots
ultimate
full of
goal
sand.
of
Check
alchemy.
out the tag, the name's
It
Caveman.
provides eternal youth. The 2 other stones were apparently created.
But you weren't
by
ready for me to
intention.
lay it down like that.
No details
No, I was
of
watching
how
the
they were
cutscene.
made remain known.
Trying to.
Oh.
I see.
Schnurr.
I know about the Ebony Stone, but what kind of power does the Crimson Stone have?
I don't know the details. It turns the souls of
Philosopher's
vampires
Stone,
into
that's in
power
Harry
for its
Potter.
master. These 2 stones are the vampire's greatest treasures.
Wouldn't the Crimson Stone work for humans as well?
If all it gave you was power, that might be so.
What do you mean?
I've heard that it bears the curse of the vampires as well.
I see. So humanity would be lost.
There are no greater treasures for those who become vampires.
And Walter has the Ebony Stone in his possession?
That seems to be the case. It was supposedly lost along with the Crimson Stone.
But if the Ebony Stone reappeared, then the Crimson
May also
Stone...
have resurfaced. I pray that it is not here.
This whip in my kinsman will destroy you someday.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. I had a multiplier glitch. No. How do you? Let's look it up. How do we do the item multiplier glitch? Item multiplier glitch. Castlevania Lament of Innocence.
Oh, 267 atmospheres. My bad.
There's a second spot inside the pagoda, the Misty Moon. That's after you beat all the main levels. Where items can be duplicated, second floor hallway. Stand near the second circle of the carpet on the map. Press start, enter the screen and glitch away.
Alright, so I think that's the answer. Okay.
Okay, we're gonna give that a shot then.
What would you like today? Is this okay? Would you like anything else? Is this okay? Yes, certainly. Is this okay? Yes, certainly.
Doesn't my love friend something do.
Is this okay? Would you like anything else?
This is a relic. I need that.
This one. Would you like anything else? Is this okay? Would you like anything else? Okay, I don't mind. Is that all?
Is that all? Stop being a dick.
Come back anytime.
Come back anytime. Bang, 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 bing. Sell all but one of each item. Okay, I'll go back and sell.
Decomposition of compound A shows first order kinetics. Okay.
Welcome back. We just need one of each.
I really need help.
Welcome back. What would you like today?
Its half-life is 125 seconds. So
Is this fun?
the time of half is 125 seconds.
Is this fun? Yes, certainly.
If after
Would you like anything else?
5 minutes,
Anything else?
so we can convert that. So for every 1 minute, there are 60 seconds. It's just 300 seconds. I know that.
Anything else?
Okay.
I appreciate your business.
300 S. So the concentration of A after 5 minutes. So A, let's say like, I don't know.
Yeah, this is the US version of it.
Zero 0.75 molar. Okay. So if I remember the equation, it's it's beautiful.
So right here. Let me look at this again.
So the ln let's think about this. So if we know the equation we have is K equals like amount E raised to the it's the wrong equation. There you go. Negative KT
Handy.
equals ln of AT divided by a initial.
You know, I've played this game for 15 years and I never knew about this glitch.
Gonna be sad years from now. There won't be glitches like this, and actually now there's not really glitches like this left in games because they
Well, there are, but they usually patch them out, you know.
Oh, exactly. So you'd have to like somehow revert to like a base version of the game. Like people aren't gonna, you know, our kids aren't gonna be able to see the glitch in Assassin's Creed where they don't have a face.
It'll be forever more immortalized online.
Fair enough.
But yeah, that movie.
Yep, that one.
Interview with the Vampire. It's a proper vampire film.
Mm. Well,
Ghostly Theater.
if I ever find time, I'll have to watch it.
Yeah. There are a couple parts that have nudity in it, but it, like, I remember, I thought there's like a ton of it in there, but when I watched it, I'm like, actually, it's not much at all. It's on Netflix, so you can just skip those parts.
Right.
But otherwise, it's like, it's a good vampire movie. Like, movies that try to do vampires these days should take notes from these movies.
Right.
Because it's actually, it's based off of a novel by Anne Rice. Bum, bum. Bum, bum. Bum, bum. Bum, bum. I really like this area. So.
Right. So let's do some math. So let's be KT equals the ln of A. That's it, ln, and then we raise all these to the e, so we have EU raised to the KT equals, oh wait, I can just subtract this. Minus the log of A, or natural log of AT. Oh, it's not natural anymore. We did it ultimately. Let's actually not separate them. I
would have streamed earlier if. Let's see how this goes. Oh, what's this one? Oh, I like that one. All right.
have.
One thing this game did really well though is atmosphere, especially with the music and that's one thing I thought they did really good with this game. Better than Curse of Darkness in that regard. Curse of Darkness had more, you could do more as far as this one's more simple. You know, that one was an RPG. This is
All right.
Man, I'm nervous for Alice to wake me up tomorrow morning. She's probably gonna wake me up like at freaking 6, 7 o'clock.
There you go. You were
If she
calling
does,
mistake?
what?
Sorry, go ahead. If she wakes you up,
If she does, I'm just gonna bring her into bed with me.
yeah.
And maybe she'll go back to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I can get her to sleep in no longer.
Yeah.
The little kids, man. They get up with the sun.
Yeah.
So,
1/2 over. So just 0.5 equals e raised to the negative. How long is my half-life? $125 seconds. And 0.5 equals negative 125. This times k. So divide both by negative 125. Oh.
aroma earring, wonderful scent, calms the mind, increases intelligence.
So k equals negative 4 times 10 to the negative 30. That's my rate. No, this is probably like something seconds per whatever.
Yeah, the new Assassin's Creed is fun.
Nice.
You can actually just go in and slaughter civilians if you want.
That's nice.
Well, because you're not technically an assassin. I think you're one of the groups that eventually becomes the assassins.
Mm-hmm. 0.75 molar.
Because the way Origins explains it is like the way the Brotherhood started was they were just one of several groups that Ancient Text 2, when the bell tolls thrice under the stage, the curtain will rise. But basically, like, because they start, because what happens is they start fighting this order called the Order of Ancients, which is like which is what the proto Templars were, because you know the Knights Templars didn't exist then, not till the medieval times. But they became the Templars, which then they became Abstergo. Now with the Assassins, how they started was they were the Hidden Ones. Is what the name that the Hidden Ones is what the main character in that game, Bayek, calls them. But but he had the creed of the Assassins, you know. And he was like, you know, he came up with the tenets of the creed, and then you know I think when they became the actual like called Assassins was when they were in the Middle East.
Oh yeah.
That's when they took the name, because the name Assassin comes from the Arabic name Hashashin. The Hasashins were a group of assassins who lived in a castle called Mosaif in the Middle East.
Right.
And their leader was Al-Mualim. Eventually, we find out that Al-Mualim was a traitor. He was also a sage, apparently. Sages are reincarnations of Juno's, one of the first civilization people's husbands. We find out that Al-Mualim is one of them. Subsequently, since that. But then Altair takes over the Creed. Takes over the Assassins at that point, and stuff. But you know, before that, what happens is Bayek Bayek had he and his wife had started the Creed, and then his wife Aya went to Rome and found other members of the Brotherhood over there, including Brutus. Brutus was an assassin. And he was one of the guys that assassinated he was one of the guys that assassinated well, obviously assassinated Caesar, because Caesar was part of the Order of the Ancients. And he was corrupt with power. And what's her name? Aya was also, well, she changed her name to what is it? Amunet. That's what her name became. Amunet. Amunet was also the assassin who killed Cleopatra. She used to work for Cleopatra in Origins, but then she kills Cleopatra by poisoning her with the venom of an asp snake.
I thought an asp was a type of tree.
And what's cool, in Assassin's Creed 2, the one of the statues in the villa at Montegerioni is the statue of Amunet. So that's cool.
Alright. Let's try this again.
Yeah, but anyway, long story short, they basically they started the creed, and then they found other people in other parts. Oh, I can go back to that one place. They found other people with the same you know, tenets that they followed.
Mm-hmm.
So that they ended up going to like other assassins. So they didn't become like together until Bayek and such and Amunet started making them connected, and then they all became these hidden ones, which eventually became the assassins.
Gotcha.
Fascinating, I know.
There's a lot of lore to those games.
There is. Go back to hell.
Let's see.
Yeah, I watched The Conjuring 2 last night.
What'd you think?
I like it. I just think they're just kind of slow to start. I think the monster designs and stuff in them are really good and really creepy. Like the nun in that is like freaking like terrifying to look at.
Yeah.
And I almost went and saw the nun today, but then I ended up having my daughter all day, so
Right.
I couldn't really go to the theaters.
Dude, here's what you do. You buy a ticket for the nun and a ticket for some kids movie. Just drop her in there.
Yeah, I'm not gonna drop my 1-year-old in a theater by herself. That's a little responsible.
She'll be fine, man. She'll just watch the movie, and then someone will think, oh yeah, she's probably with that one lady, and the other lady's like, oh, she's probably with that lady.
Yeah, except the movie would probably end quicker than mine.
Oh, it's true.
Good movies go maybe an hour and a half at most.
Right.
I watched some more Beauty and the Beast with her tonight. We've been slowly getting through that one together, but she gets so tired when it's either nap or bed.
The live action or the animated?
Live action. She loves that movie. She was
Oh, yeah.
so glued to the screen. It was so cute.
Cute kid.
She is. She's adorable. Did you see the picture of her in her Spider-Man jammies?
Yes.
My mother-in-law got them for her. I love how like my
So-
mother-in-law is like she'll get things to appease me as far as like superhero stuff for my kids. So so like she even bought like a little kid like toddler age Batman costume. Like like when Emily got pregnant with Allie.
That's awesome.
So we're gonna have to hold on to that one for when Charlie's a little older.
That's true.
Take that, you hellhound.
There you go.
I will say in Assassin's Creed Odyssey, you do end up killing a lot of wolves and dogs because they attack you.
That's sick.
I know, sometimes I try to use my fist, but sometimes I'm in a fight with guys who have, you know, sword and spear. Sometimes what I'll do, if I know there are bears nearby, I will provoke a bear when I'm getting attacked by a bunch of dudes, and then a bunch of bears will come and then start fighting the dudes and kind of wear them down. So I can take the bears down easy.
Right. It's not one of those games where they're like, you're fighting a bunch of dudes and you get a bear mad at you, and then the bear and the dudes are all ganging up on you.
Well, because the guys will also attack the bears.
Right.
And so
I know,
the
I'm just
bears
saying
will either
it's
wear
not one
them
of those
down,
games.
or they'll wear them down enough, or they'll end up killing the bears.
Right. I think it's funny in games where they just like decide to team up. They're like, hey, we both hate this guy, let's kill him. Even though like he's a freaking bear and he's just...
Even if the bear was cool with me, it would start killing me after it killed the other guys.
Yeah. AT over A not equals E to the negative KT. Okay, let's try this again. So if we have 0. I'm gonna write this over to 0.75 molar. Oh, first we gotta find my rate. Let's do that. So we know that I'm using your calculator. Don't shut off.
But I'm tired.
1/2 A.
So do you have the weekend off from work then?
I don't work tonight. I worked last night.
So what do you think? 2-hour church now. Starting.
I know, that's starting January. I figured it was gonna happen after I heard the rumors.
Yeah.
I think it'll be nice because I get burnt out after 2 hours, so.
Yeah, I hear you. I don't know.
I think
Like,
they're going about it. Go ahead.
No, I'm glad because it's a lot easier, especially when you have a child who needs a nap. I mean, and he even mentioned that when he was talking about it. He says,
Oh yeah. Parents of young children.
Parents of young children. I'm like, heck yeah. And that means I only have to do Young Men's every other week.
Mm-hmm.
And then every other week it's Sunday school. Like, just
Chillax.
basically.
So we'll do the natural log of 0.5 divided by negative 125. That gives me a rate of 5.55 times 10 to the negative third. That's my K. Okay. I have my rate now, so we can just go and solve for the rest. So let's do that same equation. So now we have 0.75 molar over A naught equals E to the negative 125 times 300 seconds. Okay. For starters, let's just consolidate. So we go 125 times 300. That'll be... That's not really consolidating, it's just more figures. Let's just set these both. We'll find the natural log of both. And obviously ln cancels out E, so we have the natural log of 0.75 molar divided by A naught. Equals negative 37,500. So we can divide this, so we can do the natural log of 0.75 molar minus the natural log of A naught equals negative 37,500. So, do this plus, minus the natural log of 0.75 so now we get the negative ln A naught equals 37,500.28768. Okay. And then we just raise both to the E. So do shift E raised to 37,500.28768. What do you mean error? Go to. I'm not sure what your malfunction. Sergeant calculator. I don't know. I haven't worked on this crap since 6, man.
Sorry, bro.
It's alright. I'm just probably gonna fail my test or whatever.
How heavily weighted are your tests?
Fairly heavily from what I recall. I think it's like 50% of our grade is from the tests. And there's no curves either, so that's great.
Am I ready to the boss? There's a whole lot I'm missing.
It doesn't even feel like a Saturday, man.
Saber in here? Beat the boss, I guess. There's this bell I'm supposed to ring. I don't think I have it. I think I have to go further. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to Ronaldo's and then run back. And
Welcome. What would you like today? Is this okay? Would you like anything else? Is this okay? Yes, certainly. Is this okay? Yes, certainly. Is this... Would you like anything else? Is this fine? Would you like anything else? Is that all? Come back soon.
I'm running deep inside the castle, but I'm going to fight the vampire who took my beloved. What's her name from me? This is the glitch zone.
Okay. I don't know why I can't get this math right. I've been working on this for...
I don't know why either, man.
Stefan, I don't have any time in my life.
Oh,
Yeah.
you will someday. You will.
Hope so. It's just getting me ready for grad school.
Oh yeah, grad school. That sounds fun.
I really can't do anything with my degree until I go to grad school, so. As people I heard my classes and stuff, they're all like wildlife ecology majors. And they just get a job working with what do they call them, Idaho Fish and Game.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't relate to that.
You wanna study the effects global warming has on the aquatic population.
Yeah, they don't work with sharks and whatnot, but they're all about, what do you call it? They're all about hunting and fishing, you know, which I could probably get into fishing, but I feel like I'm too squeamish to actually hunt. I like shooting, but
Yeah, shooting's exhilarating, but I don't think I'd ever own a gun. I'd buy a VR headset before I'd buy a gun. Actually,
probably cheaper.
I do. Oh, yeah, it is. Depends on which one you get, though.
True.
I do want a VR headset, though. I'd set it up in here. I have space for it. Maybe I'll save my pennies and get one.
There you go. I don't know how to solve this. Alright, let's look at question 3. Maybe I'll put it. Given the following plot, determine the activation energy and the radius constant. So what's that equation? I feel like that's one of the ones we were given. K equals AE to the negative E activation energy divided by RT. So we do our rate divided by our amount. And then we say that equals E to the negative
MC squared.
Actually, no, it's to the negative E, or excuse me, activation energy divided by the RT, which is a rate, which is like, I think it's just 8.3145, and then you cry. You got that part.
Do you like that meme I posted?
Dude, it's so true.
I saw that because one of my buddies from Utah posted it, and I was like, dude, that sounds like how Walker's feeling with chemistry right now.
Yeah, dude. I have like no, if I don't know how to do a problem, half the time I have no recourse. It's like, well, too bad you don't know how to do it, kid. And that's it.
Well,
it's like,
I guess you're effed.
more or less, you know. I'm getting burned out right now, which isn't helping either. They haven't even started studying for my bio test.
How's biology going?
It's okay. I don't know.
Is
We
it
have like
easier?
these lab. The homework's easier, but as far as the stuff I need to learn and what I'm actually learning, it's not a good ratio. Like how do you put it? So my class, like, it's 7:45, and so I'm always tired when I go there. You know, and that's okay, that happens.
I had classes like that. I would literally fall asleep, and I'd be really interested, wanted to pay attention, but I'd pass out.
Yeah.
I think
Well, it's actually
if you have a professor that gets pissed at you for falling asleep in their class, they're dicks because they must have forgotten what it's like being in college, going, you know, getting no sleep and going to classes every day early in the morning.
Yeah, I work nights, and I'm really learning that when you get 4 hours and then you take a 2-hour nap, it's not the same as sleeping for 6 hours. It's not the same as sleeping 5.5 hours. I can go on 5.5. It's consistent. But if I get like, what I have to do is I sleep 4 hours because I get off of work. And then I wake up for class, and then what was I saying? I wake up for class, and then I go home and I sleep for 2 hours before my next class. But just the 2-hour nap is not the same thing, you know. Alright, so we could do like the natural log of both of these. Okay, so we'd have the natural log of k divided by a equals negative EA divided by RT. What are we solving for? We need the activation energy, so whoop, that's my first question. And Arrhenius constant. So that's A. So anyway, it comes out as lnk equals lna minus E of activation to the R times 1 divided by T. Okay. Well, actually, we know this. We know 5.68 equals ln of A. So we just go shift E raised to the 5.68. Equals 292.95. Okay. That's my Arrhenius constant. So now we just gotta determine the activation energy. My R is already determined, and that's the second one, I think. Anyway, so we have does that say my rate? Oh, I have it. It's the negative 2562.93. So negative that equals ln of 292.95 minus the activation energy over 8.3145. Or is it just the gas mask? I don't recall. I don't recall. No, it's that. Okay. 8.2 times 1 divided by t, my time. I don't know what my time is. Does my time matter in this instance? I don't know that it does. So we could do like ln of negative 2562.93 divided by the ln of 292.95. This. What's the error? Show me. Get me pictures of Spider-Man. Biscuit. I was pounding on my desk, so I felt like I had to say that.
Okay, J. Jonah Jameson.
It's like, have you seen that meme? Where it's like, I think they're like talking on Tinder or something, and the guy's like, "Send me pics," and she responds, "What kind of pics?" And then he sends a picture of J. Jonah Jameson. He goes, "Send me pictures of Spider-Man."
Spider-Man, damn it! Whoops. My connection. It's all still good. Twitch crashed though.
Oh no!
It's all good.
YouTube's still going.
No, it was just my connection to Twitch.
I see now. Oh, is it because I can't take the natural log of something negative? That could be what it is. So maybe instead I say negative whatever this is. I'm gonna go times 8.314. Like 11 joules? Really?
Really? I was there. Come on. Come on, Leon. Get your shit together. Put it in a bag. So that, you know, so that's together. Take it to the shit store.
Might give up.
Might give up.
Dude, this has been a long night, man.
Increase the usage of time of relics. Yeah, I'll put that.
I've been here since 6. It's 10:30.
Are you at home or are you on campus?
I'm on campus. I don't know, man. It's like I enjoy chemistry, but I don't
enjoy torturing myself.
Yeah. Well, it's just here's the issue. When it comes to chemistry, any of the challenges I've been running into, they're okay. Well, like I'll solve a question, but half the time I don't have the means to check to see if I'm right or wrong. And so it's just this thing where it's like I don't even know if I figured it out, and it's demoralizing, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know if I just got a random number out of nowhere.
That's how I felt in my programming class. I hated my my PHP class. Because of that crap. I only passed it because of Brad, our cousin.
I remember you telling me that story.
Yeah, that's how I passed it. I want a cat walker. I'm tempted to just adopt one and then have Emily just deal with it. I don't want to be that kind of. Oh, you spin now.
Yeah, especially since she's always stressing about money.
Well, a cat.
You
No, cats aren't so bad that way.
Yeah, cats eat like 2 ounces a day.
Yep, and then, you know, they poop in their designated pooping spot, so you just clean that out, you know, once a day or whatever. And otherwise they just lay around. They're good at catching mice, so if you have a mice problem, there you go. They like to hunt.
Yeah. I was gonna say about pets. I don't remember. Shoot.
Yes, HP max up. Oh, crap.
See, if you get a cat, it can do stuff like, what was I getting at?
Spells.
Yeah,
That's
that
what
kid
I
dog
thought.
would be better for that.
Infidel mice. Here's the boss fight with the succubi. I have the bell, so I gotta ring it.
How do demonesses get around?
Demonesses?
Yeah, women demons
I don't know, how do they?
on a succubus.
Leon, you came to save me.
Oh man, her character model's so bad. She's got like a 5 head.
I'm so glad you're not hurt.
5.
Look at her, look at her.
Get out of here first.
That's one of my favorite terms. 5 head. What was I gonna say?
Her
What's another-
character art's way
here's another
better.
joke for you.
Who are you?
Oh my. Too bad. And I thought this would work.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So
Why
All fun.
dang, she does got a 5 head. Holy cow!
Look at her, her boobs don't even look correct.
It was obvious.
Like she's just got a barrel. Everybody in this game's got a freaking barrel chest.
I was going to let you die without any suffering.
I'm like, come on,
because I liked
Castlevania. I
you.
mean, this came out 2 years after Metal Gear, and look at the character models on those games. Metal Gear Solid 2.
Ah, but I've changed
Yeah.
my mind.
The chicks
What
look like
happened,
chicks.
Konami?
Look at that.
Warped in
What's with the
pain.
freaking? These are based off of Ayami Kojima art, though. but the character models are just like, I got man tits.
Oh man, what was I gonna say? Oh, here's another joke for you. Why are Italians always cooking?
Oh, why are they?
To pass the time. You get it?
Yeah, pass the time.
Yeah, they're always cooking to pass the time, you know. I wish we were just doing flipping good old stoichiometry like in my other chemistry class. I can do stoichiometry for days. Chuttle. I'm gonna learn about choanoflagellates and alright, let's try biology stuff. Day 1.
Oh, poisoned.
No, I should. That's a good idea. Okay, here's what we do. Google.com. Dude, this dude's like jamming out this like intense rendition of Mary Had a Little Lamb.
Really?
Yeah, it was rather entertaining. Ooh, babe. We couldn't have done a worse thing. Took an arrow, put it right through me, baby. Ooh, baby, come on, baby. That Reynolds rat. Metazoan. It's an animal. Control C. Do you know that sponges, mainly freshwater sponges, but if they can tell they're gonna like die soon because of like the environment getting too harsh, they'll just capsule up a bunch of their genes, and they'll just like basically they'll take some of their cells, put it in a capsule, and then when the weather's better, it'll like grow back. So they just like clone themselves, you know, when things are going harsh instead of just dying.
Really? Well, that's how they reproduce, right? They just clone themselves.
Yeah, they also do sexual reproduction, and they're all hermaphrodites. So,
Are they actually hermaphrodites, or do they reproduce asexually?
they do both.
Interesting.
You'll find with most organisms
Death
that
in the
even
dream
if they
world
do,
will send your soul wandering for eternity, demon.
We will rock you. I rock that chick's world.
you did beat her with a whip.
Ronaldo,
You
I
did
killed
well
someone.
to come back.
Ronaldo, please tell me
What is it?
about your daughter.
Hey,
I don't know what you've heard, but you don't need to know anymore.
Ronaldo,
Well,
you
move.
know
I don't want no
the least
bookmark.
I can do for you is listen to your story and support you in your suffering.
day 3.
Needless
We go
meddling.
Control V. That's the wrong one. Hera, help us.
So I got my sword and my wig
Very
today.
well. I'll tell you.
So proud of you.
I know.
It was fun.
Oh, for your costume.
The wig's really hot though.
The full moon.
Is it?
Yeah.
I returned home from picking herbs necessary for the secret.
I'm gonna have to
arts.
like, I don't know, I might try and see if I can
Greeted me.
cut some parts of it off so it's not so heavy
Uh-huh.
and hot.
Right.
Were the bodies of my
To make it
and son.
make it look more a la carte-esque, I
Couldn't
guess.
believe my eyes. My daughter was there, laughing,
All the way.
dripping from her mouth.
She was turned into a vampire?
That's right. By Walter. My daughter went out a window without even looking at me. When I recovered, I built the whip with alchemy. Then, I searched for her.
I see. I've heard.
Whoa,
Enough.
dude. I don't need more details.
So
Man, I
this is what
such
you meant when you said you owed him.
revenge.
I challenged Walter, but nothing came of it. That's why I live here, and help those who wish to fight him.
I never would have guessed.
Forget everything I just said. Think only of yourself now. He's not an opponent you can beat while distracted.
No, you're wrong.
What you mean?
What you say?
Force of your grief can only make me stronger. Thank you.
This weapon, my kinsman will destroy you
I'm
someday.
grateful.
Do as you will.
Piece of shit.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Today. Is that all? What would you like today?
Well, I got all these,
Is this fine? Would you like anything else? Is this okay? Would you like anything else? Is this okay? Would you like anything else?
We're on what, day 5?
Is this okay? Would you like anything else?
Ooh, baby, you couldn't have done the worst thing to me. You took an arrow and put it right through me, baby.
Is this fine? Would you like anything else?
With I did not add a bookmark. I just shut up. With one of my roommates.
Good luck.
Good luck.
He's DMing another thing for D&D.
Oh yeah.
So I joined on. This time I'm a barbarian. That's pretty fun because you just run in and you kill everything.
Oh yeah.
You get a lot of benefits for being a barbarian. Oh cow. It's almost 11. 7-11.
It's almost 1 a.m. here, but I still kind of feel like streaming more, so I guess we're gonna do that. I was like, oh, maybe I'll end the stream there. I'm like, I can go like another 20 minutes maybe. This is the glitch zone.
Control C. Shift day 7. Do Control V. We do Shift day 8. Enter, and then we go back here. We push back. Echinoderms. That means spiky skin.
You're an echinoderm.
Ouch, I guess. I don't know if you meant that as a compliment.
But of course, brother. So we're gonna go do some backtracking to the ghostly theater. Or no, House of Sacred Remains. Where is it? No, we'll go Dark Palace Waterfalls, then we'll go to House of Sacred Remains. The Sacred Remains place.
The Sacred Remains house?
Yes. Where's the one that has the turtle key?
Alright. This seems stupid and petty, because it is. But, how do you put it? There's this kid who showed up here like an hour or two after I was here. And he's kind of like being kind of loud and was annoying me. And he's still here. He moved to a different spot because he had to charge his laptop. But I'm kind of hanging on here because I want to outlast him.
Then outlast him. Do it, brother.
Yeah.
Wipe them out. All of them. So one of the fun parts about this game is getting all 3 of the other whips. The fire whip, the lightning whip, and the water ice whip thing. Because then it helps you get to other places, gets more power-ups and relics and all that fun stuff. So.
Mm-hmm. It will explain challenges with both predation, obviously. Ooh, baby, you couldn't have done the worst thing to me. Took an arrow and put it right through me. How you doing? Dude, these people keep PDAing. What's that about?
They must love each other.
Yeah, except he's kind of going bald, so. It's a pretty cool shark tooth Emily got.
Yep. She likes collecting them shark teeth.
It's a good hobby.
Yeah. Looks like her last chance she's gonna be able to go do that before she has Charlie, so.
Right.
And then it's gonna be harder because we're gonna have two chillins.
Sure. Yep.
A needy toddler and a needy infant.
What do they need? Anything could have done anything to me. Took an arrow, put it right through me. Maybe. Oh, I dislike that one. Cool. Asymmetrical. It's a sponge. Radially symmetrical. It's a Kinophores. Bilaterally symmetrical body plans. I already know that. Okay, so you have body polarity and bilaterally symmetrical. I can edit it. Alright, those aren't gonna work. Okay, whatever, we'll figure that out another time. What does it mean to be CeeLo mate? CeeLo mate. Also known as... Oh, right. A CeeLo mate. Alright. Dude. There we go.
I gotta get that, like, speed run or whatever.
Yay. Rigid skeleton. Provide. And larger body. Hydrostatic skeletons.
Meditative incense. I made it back here, yay! Okay.
Let's check my notes. I take good notes, don't I? I hope.
Alright, well, I'll end the stream there. When all else fails, remember to snake it. Happy Halloween. Boo. Yeah. 2 hours.